Head coach Natalie Lynn after a Falcon winner here against Warren Harding, conference opponent. And coach, I know wins are important, but conference wins mean a little bit more, I know
Yes,
too.
they do.
So talk to me about just getting that first conference win, getting that off your plate too, and what that means for this program and this team.
Yeah, I said earlier, every conference win we've gone into, or every conference game we've gone into so far, we've said, you're just as talented as this team, if not better. But we have such a struggle being consistent and bringing all our pieces together. And it's a huge letdown every time when you know you can compete with them and we get blown out when we shouldn't. So to actually go out there and show up and to play to our level and the style of basketball that we used to play over the summer and somewhat lost, for that to show up again tonight, it was great.
And talking about that, I mean, I noticed you guys going deeper and deeper into the bench, giving a lot of girls minutes, but coming up with some quality minutes too in these last few games. Talk to me about what you're seeing and going that deep with your bench and what you're seeing quality-wise from the minutes you're giving to girls.
Yeah, the whole season we've been kind of messing around with the rotations, and after every game, us coaches sit down and talk, and we're like, oh crap, we should have gotten this person and more of this. So we do talk about it a lot, and when we want to get them in and what groups we want to get them into. And as the season progresses, I think we've done a lot better of a job is finding those groups that work and who the girls are good playing against and with and sticking with it.
One of our players of the game tonight, Zeta Creaky, she was able to find her shot. 20-point performance tonight, too. When you talk about just getting those open looks from the arc like Zeta was able to get, but you were able to create them for a bunch of players today. Talk to me about what goes into that offensive game planning and creating those open shots, too, for you guys. I know you guys have been able to create them, but knocking them down, too. What are those kind of talks like with those girls?
The past week, I'd say, at practice, ever since the Marlington game, it's been focused all on shooting because we get so many of those open looks that we just can't finish right now. So every practice, like I said, there's a target. If you don't hit the target we have for you on the scoreboard, there's a punishment. And we've just been super consistent with you have to focus. This is what you're looking at every single time. And you got to start it now so they'll start falling in the games.
Next game up, I believe, is against Liberty, too. I think it's a rescheduled matchup. This one's going to be exciting, too, because, I mean, it's a different look, not one you get to see all the time. Talk to me how you're going to prepare for the Leopards and just kind of the excitement of facing them off in that one.
We'll really have to go over our zone again and focus on that, where we are in the gaps and help side, and focus on our press. But once again, we have to eliminate the turnovers because we just make dumb mistakes sometimes that, what are you thinking? So as long as we're mentally focused and we eliminate the turnovers and we're fundamentally sound and we start inside and find the hoop and put the ball in the hoop, we'll be fine.
The Falcons were going running tonight, and they closed out a victory here against the Warren Harding Raiders. Coach Natalie Lynn following that victory.